The first topic we'll tackle today is quite serious. Suicide is the 10th leading cause of death in the country, and there are, on average, 123 suicides per day. That is a very, very high number.
I didn't know it was that high.
Yeah, it is high.
Yeah, it's very high. So let's talk about it.
I mean, it's interesting that we look at that statistic as if, you know, as a statistic, it's 123 a day. That's like a disease. That's like what cancer does, you know? And it's interesting because we've heard people talk in the past about suicide being something that it hurts other people, right? When you do it, it hurts other people. And I find it really interesting that we just compared it to a disease, and it's like when you do it, you pass it along to someone else, like a disease. Yeah. So there are times that, I don't know, I've been suicidal my whole life. That's something that I've battled with since I can even remember. And a lot of the time it's, you know, it's a slippery slope between bravery of not and bravery of doing it.
I know when we were discussing this during our pre-production meeting, we were talking about, like, what do you think of someone? Or, like, you know, what people generally think about suicide being such a selfish act. I disagree. I think suicide, in a sense, it could be selfless because you are letting go of a pain that is consuming you. You know what I mean? One of the things that I also think, taking your life is a step that you never come back from. So it takes an insane amount of courage to do something like that. Now, do people want to hear it that way? No, but I think it does. The second thing that I gotta say is, like, I never judge people or say have something negative to say about someone who committed suicide because I don't understand their pain. So how can I tell someone how to manage their pain?
Yeah, how can I judge your...
So I understand what you're saying, and not to judge people because we never know what demons they're dealing with. Yeah. But I wouldn't call it the bravest act.
No.
I see it more as something that you... I'm on the more of like the cowardice part of the spectrum because I think that when, especially if you have a family, if you...
Or children.
If you're a father or a mother or, and you're gonna commit suicide, it's not selfless. It is a little bit selfish because in that moment, even if at that moment you're just thinking about yourself, because the reality is in the world, we're all connected and everything you do affects someone else. So you have to take that into consideration. And even though if you commit suicide, you're getting rid of your pain, you just caused a ton of pain to the people who love you and to the people that you love. So bravery needs to come. That's when bravery plays in for you to want to get better or for you to want to get help, whatever that may be. And it's very hard for some people, but I think that it's something that you should consider.
But the thing is that this is why I think is a brave act in a sense. And maybe we're never going to see eye to eye, but do you want to see your family watch you be in pain for 30, 40, 50 years? Watch you being in pain that they can't help you with. Because a lot of the times, a lot of the times, it's an internal issue that you need therapy, that you need to go see someone. But your family sometimes can help you with that. And this is how we see it differently. If I want to alleviate my family of seeing them, having them see me in this much pain, in this much darkness, me going down that path, I'd rather not go. I don't want them going through that pain with me. And let me go. Let me go.
This is hard. This is hard because we're on a slippery slope. I think that if I would tell my mother if she would rather go through my depression or whatever, you know, or try to get better, she would much rather have to go through that than have me kill myself.
That's your mom.
And no, I know, but I love her so much, and I would never be able to make a decision that is so important to life, not thinking about her.
You said
I think that we have to keep in mind that this kind of decision, granted, we don't see the thing that comes after. We don't see the consequence for that person. We see the consequence for everybody around them, their community. But what I feel like is going on here is that there is some kind of external thing that we're looking for, whether it's validation, whether it's what did I write down? Attention, right? A lot of the time, I mean, especially when I was younger, I cut my wrists and I screamed out loud because I needed someone to hear me. So a lot of the time, whenever we say, "Oh, suicidal," you know, if you're talking about suicide, you need to be stronger. I agree with you, but the little tiny bit of me that wants to agree with her, I think comes from the idea that when someone is going through that, we are so prone to saying that's weak, and a lot of the
better.
time they're just screaming for
Of
help.
course. No, it's not about being weak. It's not about being weak. It's very, very difficult. I have met a lot of people, and
Yeah.
I've been in situations where this has happened.
Yeah.
You know, so we can't judge.
Yeah.
The only thing that we can say is like, if you're going through this,
Please.
there are numbers you can call that will help you, and we'll put them right here. And you know, just you have to
It's
believe
not,
in getting
it's
better.
not crazy.
Yeah,
And
no.
it's very normal.
Yeah.
And I think I deal with it maybe 4 times a week every morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always in the morning.